Yes, ma'am.
I know you're in the play right now, and Boardwalk Empire is coming out soon, but what are some roles you're really looking forward to doing in the future?
Well, I'm making another movie with Jeff Nichols this winter that I'm very excited about. Thanks. It's called Midnight Special, and it's going to be very different from the other three movies. It's a science fiction movie, and it's going to be very fast-paced. I think it'll be quite a surprise for fans of Jeff. And I'm kind of, I've got a variety of people that I'm talking to. Nothing definite yet, but I made a movie called The Young Ones, written and directed by Jake Paltrow, Gwyneth's brother. I think it's going to be quite good. It's kind of a futuristic Western. And we made it in South Africa, and I'm anxious to see that. Then I made a movie called The Harvest with John McNaughton, but I'm not sure about that one.
Thank you.
I'm going to see it on Tuesday. I'll let you know.
Comedy? Do you want to do more comedy?
No.
There you have it. Yes, sir.
You were great in Man of Steel as General Zod.
Thank you.
There's one thing I was missing. There was no kneel. And if it was in the movie, how would you have done it?
The kneel?
To kneel before him.
Yeah, I think there's a fundamental difference, though, in the two. Like, the Terrence Stamp Zod seems to really get a kick out of messing with people. Like, he really likes tormenting people. My guy doesn't like doing, like, he doesn't, I never got the impression that my guy cared whether you kneeled or not. He was just like, oh, Krypton just blew up. What am I going to do? You know, it's like, it wasn't important. He didn't feel the need to, like, bully. You know, if everything's fine on Krypton, I think General Zod's probably actually a pretty easygoing dude, you know? The problem he has is his planet just exploded. So he's got to fix that. So that kind of motivates all his behavior in the movie, I think. Does that answer your question?
It'll work.
Yeah,
I like it.
thanks.
Well, he's an iconic villain, but you didn't approach him as a villain.
No. I mean, that wasn't my idea. That's what Zach asked me to do. I was just doing what Zach and David Goyer, the writer, asked me to do.
Yes.
Man, it's a dumb question, but what's it like working with Werner Herzog? And can you do an impression of him, too?
You know, I would. I've just heard so many people do it so much better than me. I feel pretty bad. I'm pretty low. Well, what it's like to work with Werner Herzog. Michael is very talented young man. If he does what I tell him to do, he will do a sensational performance in the movie, as long as he does exactly what I tell him to do. When I go to work in the morning, I act out the scene for him so he can watch it and see how I want him to do it. And this is how we work. This is how we work together. Is I show him exactly every little thing I want him to do. Hopefully that answers your question.
I think that's the next Funny or Die video right there. Okay, last question, sir in the red.
You're known for a variety of different roles. How do you prepare for, like, Curtis from Take Shelter, and how do you prepare differently, like, for Zod?
Well, I didn't prepare much for Curtis at all because I didn't feel like Curtis was really much prepared for anything. Curtis is, like, not a complicated person, really, I don't think. He works at a sand mine, so I didn't want to be ahead of him. Like a lot of people, and this is valid. I never disparage anyone's opinion, but a lot of people think it's a movie about mental illness, which for me, in my approach, it wasn't. It was just about a guy who started having really bad dreams about a storm, and they were freaking him out, and he was trying to figure out what to do about it. Same way with Zod. You find out you look at the person, you're like, what the hell? What is this person doing? Like, what are they trying to do? And once you figure that out, then you try and do it. And with Zod, it was more like I was worried about being believable as a general. So I read the memoirs of Ulysses S. Grant. I didn't read them fastidiously. I skipped around here and there. But I just wanted to get some idea of like what that would be like to be, because it's so unfathomable. I can't say this word. Unfathomable to me. The idea of being I look at General Petraeus or Schwarzkopf or whatever. It's like, how the heck do you even get to be a general? I mean, you must just be really cool. So I read that book and I tried to think about what that perspective would be like.
All right, folks. This has been your fireside chat with Michael Shannon. Thanks so
sorry.
much for coming in.
I'm sorry it's short. I gotta go. I'm sorry. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.